Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for June 2019. And this is for you coming from Pisces. So I'm going to use my Kabbalistic tarot cards. Before that, I'm going to give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, the number 9, at gmail.com. Send me an email and ask me the questions you want. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of June. And I'm going to tackle your area of the job. So, well, this is not a good card that I pulled for you. You're going to have many problems in your area of the job. You might even lose the job if you're not careful. Stay away from arguments. Don't insult. Don't be rebellious against your bosses or manager, or you'll have plenty of issues to worry about in your job area. Miscalculation, misinformation. Focus on your responsibilities, or you're going to pay a very heavy price in the first 15 days where your job is concerned. Now, what about your business areas? Let's see what the card says. So, in terms of business, you coming from Pisces, well, it's a card that says you're not going to make any impression on anybody. And what you're trying to get, you will not get. So, in your area of business, you'd better remain in what you are already doing in business. And if you're trying to get into business, don't try it in this first 15 days of June. You'll have plenty of problems. So stay where you are, doing what you know best. Don't go looking into new areas of business, and that will be making you safer. There's a lot of problems from this card. You can lose money very quickly and very easily. Now, what about romance? So let's see what the card says. All right, it's a card of sunshine, but there are some signs on this card that say that all that glitters is not gold. So when you find a new romance in the first 15 days, start to worry. If that person is chasing you all over the place, start to worry. Take it easy. Don't rush into the arms of this person. Take your time, because the underlying of this sunshine is that the bridges are broken very easily and you may be left in trouble. So think carefully. In the first 15 days, if you find somebody interested in you, take your time. And what about a romance that you might already have? What does it say? Well, look at this card. It says you're standing on metal and swords, which means that you're very uncomfortable already in the romance that you have now. So the one way out is to get out of it. But if you want to hang on to it, you'll have to bend backwards and give a lot of your support. Even financial problems are seen here to disturb your ongoing romance. So very difficult first 15 days for that. And what about your marriage? Let's see what the card says in the first 15 days. Well, it's a card of let's look the other way. I don't want to look at you. That's a kind of card, the kind of separation. So there's a danger of this card showing that emotional separation, where you stop talking, and then physical separation, that you don't even want to touch each other. And so the marriage can go into that kind of an issue. So your first 15 days of June show that your marriage can be stretched to breaking point if you're not careful. And if you value your marriage, which you should, try to bend backwards to accommodate and see how to improve it, study the problems, be negotiable. Otherwise, it could break up. Now let's talk about your last 15 days where your job is concerned. You coming from Pisces. Well, you're going to have problems with somebody in charge, and arguments will follow and differences of opinion will follow. You are the one who will be the victim. So you don't want to fight anybody in authority where your job is concerned. You may be forced to make changes in that job itself in different departments, and even that won't go down very well. So it's only 15 days, last 15 days of June, that you have to worry about in your job. Try to be humble, try to do whatever you're told to do, let the days pass, be part of a team so you don't get blamed too much. Now, what about business in the last 15 days? Well, I've just pulled that card again. You may be losing business or losing business partnerships, or you may have problems with people who are bigger than you in business. So what you want to do is to minimize your risk in business. Otherwise, you will see that whoever you have been doing business with, it may collapse. It's a card that says money will be difficult to find. So you don't want to be daring enough to invest anywhere as well. That's your last 15 days. Now, what about romance? So the card says if you find a new romance, what does it mean? Well, the card is called the Wheel of Fortune, which means that you may be fortunate enough to find a good romance in the last 15 days of June. So fair enough, if you meet somebody interested in you, or if you're showing interest in somebody, go for it. Because the card says a matter of time that the fortune can be made with the help of this person in the new romance. So that's quite interesting for you. What about the ongoing romance that you might have? What's happening to that? Let's see what's happening to that. Well, it's called the hermit, but it doesn't mean the hermit. It just means that you have to, within you, ask yourself, this ongoing romance I have, is it taking me somewhere or not? It's an isolation card. So you are being isolated in a way that the love stream is not flowing freely with the romance partner you have. So ask yourself, do you need to move away or do you need to repair it? It's a card that shows repair can be made, but you'll have to give a lot. And why not? If you value that romance, give a lot for the time being. It's only 15 days, last 15 days of June. Now I'm going to talk to you about your marriage for the last 15 days of June. And let's see what the card says. You're coming from Pisces. I consider this a good card. And it says that all you need is to be fair in your marriage to your marriage partner, or is it the other way around? And the fairness will create that platform to make your marriage on a much better foothold in the last 15 days. Do not dominate, the card says, or take charge or want control over your marriage partner. That would be not good. It won't help you. So be part of a team, and you will see that your last 15 days of June will help your marriage a lot. Now I'm going to pull the card to talk to you about your lucky ages. There'll be some people in Pisces who are going to be very lucky, and let's see what ages they would be. All right, if you are the ages of 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in job, whether in business, whether in romance, whether in marriage. So go get what you want. Go get what you want. You'll be very lucky. And if you are not of these lucky ages, you need to see me for a 90-minute session. And in this 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. I'll give you more information about that later. Now we will go to your lucky dates. There'll be certain dates in the month of June which are going to produce plenty of luck. And from this date, from this card, the dates I would say is a card of Gemini. So the dates would be the 6th, the 15th, and the 24th. Going to be full of good luck, whether going to the casino, whether it's to do with chasing the romance or making your romance partner happy, whether the marriage and the family to be able to do the bonding. Go and enjoy yourself on the 6th, 15th, and 24th, and you'll be amply rewarded with whatever attempt you make. Now, what about lucky colors? Now, why do we talk about colors? Whatever colors we wear that touches opens a channel of energy to certain planets who control that color. So for you, in this month of June, I'm going to say wear gray, G-R-E-Y. Wear gray, undergarments, top garments, hold a gray handkerchief, because this inspirational color is the color of gray. And when you wear that, wherever you go, you will be inspired with good luck and you will just attract all the attention that you want. Now we will talk about direction energy. Around Earth, 9 planets have been situated. That's our solar system. So when we look left or right or straight or back, we are going to be looking at a planet. So where should we face in the month of June to get good luck? And I'm going to say face east. Is the card of the rising sun. Face east, and you're going to find a lot of new beginnings and new hopes and new wonderful opportunities, and the inspiration will be great. So face east and you'll be very lucky. Well, I have this 90-minute session which will help you for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. It's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And with all this information, I'll be able to tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers. I will show you how to get into that inspirational, supernatural side of you, which is within you, how to awaken it. And I'll give you your lucky colors and your lucky days and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions, a lot of energy from the universe. With all that, you're going to do wonderfully well for your next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll study your palms. Your palms are what nobody will have in the world, your fingerprints and your thumbprints. And so I will study that and tell you what's going to happen. So send me that email at andyhoro9 and I will reply to you. And let's make a date to get this 90-minute session on. Until then, I wish you the best of June. Thank you.